Well, hello everybody. Trent here with Betsy, of course.
Hello, everybody.
Sitting down to just rap with you guys like it's 1992.
Oh, you're so
I'm pulling
old.
up the chair and sitting backwards on it to talk to you folks, to tell you what we have planned for 2025.
I'm not a regular podcaster. I'm a cool podcaster.
That's right. God, we're old.
This is starting so well.
Okay, so again, we wanted to give everybody a preview of what to expect from us, your friends at Never Seen It, for the upcoming year. So, first things first, the Never Seen It show, nothing's changing. Every week you're going to get another episode from us covering another movie we haven't seen.
The rules remain the same. The movie has to be new to at least one of us, and if it is, it can be on the show.
Yeah, so no changes to the main show. Patreon, now, we are making at least one change, right away anyway. So our first show, the Never Seen It Movie Club, will be remaining the same. It's a show that is basically our Hall of Fame for all the movies that Betsy and I both love in our own way.
And while this year we kind of explored the heaviest of hitters since we've been together for the most part.
For the most part, not all the way.
No, but we'll be diving a little more into the stuff that we both loved, independent of each other, when we were kids, and have as adults bonded over. At least to start 2025.
Yeah, the stuff that we can share an appreciation for that we discovered when we were a lot younger and didn't know each other.
We're also staying on with Real Love, where I torment my dear husband every single month with a rom-com, a romance, something that maybe isn't in his wheelhouse. And it's been a fun year because we've run the gamut, Trent, where I've shown you some really great things, I've shown you some really terrible things, and I don't know what I'm going to do to you in 2025.
I have been surprised with some of the Real Love episodes. I'm not going to lie. I have enjoyed some. One of them was even one of my favorite movies that we covered last year. Who'da Thunk It? The show, The Wayback Machine, is going to remain the same. That's a show where a device sends us to a random year, and I do mean random, somewhere between 1960 and 2010, to watch a movie that happens to be in the theater for that month.
And if you know anything about Trent, he does not like surprises. He does not like having his destiny outside of his own control. But I will also say, as Trent has learned to trust the process of The Wayback Machine, these have ended up being some of his favorite movies that we watched in 2024.
It's a matter of surprise. So if I have no control over what I'm about to watch, then hey, it might be one of my favorite movies.
We also added some shows and features that are going to be recurring segments throughout the year.
Yeah, mainly features where the one, I guess, show you could call it that is the Conversation Pit. The Conversation Pit is just Betsy and I sitting down and talking about a topic having nothing to do with movies. It's just us talking.
Just us shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Shooting the breeze.
We have a topic in mind when we sit down, and then the topic goes wherever the topic goes.
We also have only done it once, but I think it's going to come back sometime in 2025, where we started doing something called Second Chance Cinema, where we rewatch a movie that we definitely didn't enjoy the first time, but feel like we should have liked it more, and we want to give it a second chance. So that is an opportunity for us to revisit those movies.
Yeah, we've kind of had some conversations off air about, okay, what are the movies that we could possibly do? I mentioned one. I don't even remember exactly where it was, but I don't want to give a preview, but hey, go back into the archives and
You'll find it.
You'll find it. And relating to some of the features that I put up, the Is This Thing On thing is probably not going to be coming back, and if it does, it's going to be very rare. Basically, that was a feature or a show where I put up a series of just clips that Betsy and I recorded back when we had our old microphones set up. The one that we have right now is much, much better. We don't really need to do mic checks anymore. So that was just kind of a treat for everybody who was signed up early on. All that stuff is going to remain on the Patreon feed, of course, but probably not going to be a mainstay.
But we do have one major change for 2025. This year, we started Patreon with something called Box Set, where we were watching all of the entries in a movie franchise, mostly in trilogies for this year, just because we didn't want to spend an entire year on something like Mission Impossible or Harry Potter or something massive.
Yeah, and I think it worked because we were only doing trilogies, but still, for our listeners, it's maybe a disservice to them to have, hey, it's a trilogy, but you gotta wait 3 months to get everything out there. So that's not necessarily fair for our audience to have them have to wait the entire 3 months to do that. So instead, Box It is gonna go away for a while. I have no idea if we're gonna bring it back in a later date.
We've got lots of series we want to work through. We're just trying to figure out how and when.
Yeah, where does that live? Does it work better as a weekly thing on the main show? I don't know. We've done plenty of series like that in the past. We'll see. But for now, Box Set is going away. However, if you listen to our awards special that came out this week, you already know what we are replacing it with.
Over the years, every October, we have turned the show into Never Scream It, where we dive more into the world of horror and slasher and scary movies, the stuff that we really don't live in, the stuff we don't really explore. Because both Trent and I have this preconceived notion that is not stuff that we enjoy. And yet every single year we go through October and there's something almost every year that makes it into our year-end best of list. This year, we both had one horror film that we really, really enjoyed. And when we were talking about what we wanted to do for Patreon, we decided to make it Never Scream It all the time. So our new show that we're going to be introducing is Never Scream It 101, where we are going to give ourselves an education about the world of horror and all of the different genres and all of these movies that exist going back. We don't know how far, if we'll go all the way back to like the 20s and 30s or to the 50s, the 70s. We're going to dabble. And we kind of have an idea of the lineup, the kinds of movies we're going to be covering. But we want to have a better understanding, so we speak the language a little bit more.
We want to be like the cool kids.
We do. And it's just the thing, like you said, we watched Scream. You didn't get it.
No.
Because you had never seen any of the movies that Scream is basically making fun of, while at the same time embracing and amping up.
It is one of those movies while riffing on it at the same time. And yes, the new show is going to be an education for the two of us. We're going to be exploring all sorts of different subgenres of horror just so that we can get a base knowledge of a whole lot of different corners of this universe.
Some really fundamental movies, things that have been the foundation of the genre and inspired other people, and then building on that and seeing more modern stuff that really only exists because of the old stuff.
Yeah, really trying to get down to the foundation of why this horror genre has survived and thrived over the decades. And again, we just really want to get into it because Betsy and I have really discovered, oh shit, we actually like this, don't we? So, starting in January and for the entire year of 2025, Never Scream It 101 will be coming to you every single month. And I think every month we're going to hop around to different subgenres of horror to try to get a wide selection of everything that we can think of out there.
If the journey we are on watching all of these movies on all of our Patreon shows, on Never Seen It, the point of it is to see what we have been missing out on. Because I think there are so many movies that you and I should have already seen and we haven't. And there's entire genres and decades and directors and things that we really want to invest more time in. And this is just one way we're going to be doing that.
Yeah, and that's why we're calling it what we're calling it, because, hey, this is just an extension of what we've already been doing in October every year. These are movies that we have not seen. This is an entire genre that we haven't explored. So I'm really excited to get going on this. Please join us over at patreon.com/neverseenitpod. Still only $5 a month for all of our content over there, including all the old stuff. Come check us out. It's really fun.
We've got an entire year under our belt. We're excited to get going on this new project. And who knows what else we're going to come up with? We came up with all kinds of random things throughout the year last year, so we could get up to anything in 2025.
Yeah, the Second Chance Cinema, the Conversation Pit, all that stuff was completely off the cuff, and we'll probably do even more than that. And we didn't mention, hey, if there's 5 Wednesdays in a month, which, hey, there is in January, we put out bonuses. We covered a documentary this year. We did a commentary track this year. So, hey, could be anything over there. surprises abound at patreon.com/neverseenapod. I don't think I've ever used the word abound on a podcast before. But with that, my name is Trent.
My name is Betsy.
We'll catch you over on Patreon.
Bye.